package on organized crime, again, combating organized crime and trafficking of human beings that I'm here to present together with Ylva Johansson. You would remember last July when we adopted our security union, we pledged to start building the pillars, the building blocks of this new strategy. We started with drugs, an action plan on firearms. Later we had the cybersecurity communication. Today we're adding a very important piece of the overall puzzle, which is a renewed fight against organized crime. We are talking about internet scams, we are talking about exploitation of children, illegal movement of firearms, trade in human misery, drugs, traffic of cultural goods, counterfeiting. All these organized crime activities have three dimensions that compel us to act. First, they generate enormous, colossal proceeds. Secondly, they operate across borders. And finally, they have found ways of optimizing technology, of optimizing their illegal activities through technologies. And all these three dimensions compel us to act at the European level to face this challenge as a union. You would remember last year that Europol and national police authorities have cracked down, have infiltrated encrypted communication system called EnroChat, through which criminals have been communicating and organizing illegal activities. As a result of this infiltration, we managed to produce 1,800 arrests and open 1,500 new investigations. Months later, the people who migrated from, the criminals who migrated from EnroChat created another similar network, the Sky ECC, which was again infiltrated by the Europol and brought seizures of 28 tons of drugs in Belgium and in the Netherlands and led to preventing important crimes and more arrests. So this is a game that is on and is a game that we as a European Union are determined to win. The Commissioner will give us more detail on the specific proposals, but let me say a few things on the overall architecture of the package. We have a sharp emphasis, a renewed focus on law enforcement and judicial cooperation. We are strengthening a structure called Impact, which is a structure that allows us to bring together all relevant European and national authorities fighting organized crime. We are putting forward an EU police cooperation code, and we are proposing a mandate for a new agreement between Europol and Interpol. Secondly, we are addressing specific crimes that need particular attention and action. First, we're tackling cybercrime, environmental crime, counterfeiting, mainly of medical products, trade in cultural goods, and a particular, of course, attention on trafficking of human beings, on which we have a self-standing communication and strategy that Ylva will prepare for in a while. Thirdly, we go after the money because we want to make sure that crime does not pay. We want to break the business model of organized crime. We have data that shows us that the 9 main criminal activities back in 2019 amount to 139 billion euros, almost 1% of the union's GDP. So we are revising the rules to confiscate criminal profits, develop further anti-money laundering legislation, and existing anti-corruption rules. Let me conclude by saying that we need also to address 2 important challenges. First, law enforcement agencies need to be able to access digital evidence and investigate effectively what is terrorism, organized crime, child sexual exploitation, cybercrime, drug trafficking, money laundering, and other offenses. We need this information. This is part of our fight. You will all remember that in the Bataclan massacre in Paris, back in November 2015, data initially retrieved from a mobile phone, which was found in a bin nearby, was instrumental to identify the perpetrators. So the issue of lawful access to information and data is something that we need to address in a way that is operationally useful, technically possible, and legally sound. And this concerns both data retention, for which we're launching a consultation, and encrypted information on which we need to present proposals later this year, early next year. So I now hand the floor to Ilva, but not before saying that we are determined with this strategy to hit the criminals where it hurts the most. And this is the beginning of a fight that will be a 5-year fight as we propose it today. Thank you.